Welcome to Magic Monday, a sideshow of the Kevin Long Show, production of Southgate Media Group. You can find us at southgatemediagroup.com. The Kevin Long Show, and therefore Magic Monday, is brought to you by Tweet Audio. Do you know a podcast fan? For 30% off, free shipping, and totally awesome headphones, head over to tweetaudio.com and in the coupon code type Southgate. Or you can get there through our website, southgatemediagroup.com. Music is Desert Souls by Kevin McLean of incompetech.com. Royalty-free music as long as you give the dude his props. There's also a thing in the show notes giving us legal permission to use the music. Alright, it's that time of the week again. Time for Magic Monday. And I'm your host, Kevin Long. Today's topic comes from Bonus Action. The link will be in the show notes for this item. And that's about all that will be in the show notes, because everything I'm going to talk about is right here on the page. So there's no reason to go into super depth. I don't know. We'll see. We are looking at Justkar's Flail of Balance. It's a very rare flail. It requires attunement by a spellcaster, which I don't understand, because reading the item it should be attunement to a spellcaster, and I guess it could be any spellcaster, because in 5th edition there aren't weapon requirements except for the druid. But this seems like a very specific item to clerics. I don't know. Here's my other question that I don't understand. The damage that it does is 2d8 plus 2 bludgeoning. The plus is always dependent on your strength. So is it 2d8 plus 2 plus what your strength modifier is? It's curious why they would put that plus 2 right there. Very curious. Anyway, this weapon is well balanced. You gain a plus 2 bonus to attack rolls you make with this weapon. Well, we kind of figured that it was a plus 2 weapon because it's doing plus 2 damage. But still. Okay, maybe that's it. I don't know. Whatever. But we know it's a plus 2 weapon because it does plus 2 bludgeoning damage. Why is the name spelled Justkar with a K, but then when you get down here to Justkar's Focus? This flail counts as a spellcasting focus. While holding this flail, you gain a plus 1 bonus to spell attack rolls. In addition, you ignore half cover when making a spell attack. Cast Magic Missile and you don't have to worry about cover at all. Strike of Equilibrium. When you score a critical hit with this weapon against a creature which has more hit points than you before you dealt the damage, you regain amount of hit points equal to half the damage you deal with this weapon. Why, I would change that in my game to be that you gain hit points equal to the difference. So if they have 10 hit points more than you do before you make the attack or before you deal damage, you get 10 hit points. Because if you only do 1 point of damage or 2 points of damage, because, you know, the dice suck, well, it would be 4. So the minimum amount of damage you could do is 4. So you would only get 2 hit points back. So yeah, I, as the DM, would change it to the difference between the amount of hit points. So yeah, if you're fighting a dragon and he has 150 points, so that might be a problem. But yeah, if he has 150 points more than you do, you would get 150 hit points. So you're going to stay alive for a while. But so is the dragon, so it equals out. And every time you roll a critical hit, the number is going to go down. So eventually, yeah, you will only get 5. But I don't feel like on a critical hit, only getting 2 hit points is that much. The gift of equality. When you are the target of a healing spell that restores... Okay, it doesn't say healing, but it should, because that's what it is. When you are the target of a spell that restores hit points, you may choose to regain half of the amount of hit points the spell would restore, and have the caster regain the other half. So if you get Cure Light Wounds for 4 hit points, you can take 2, and the cleric can take the other 2. I guess if your cleric is in bad shape and needs 2 hit points. But if you're in that bad of a shape, I feel like the cleric would be healing himself before he heals you. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff I could do. Yeah. I just like the picture of the weapon. Looking at the picture, I would put incense in there. Or coals. That way when you hit it, you do a little fire damage too. I would do so much with this weapon, just based on the weapon. I'm also slightly concerned that looking at the picture, this flail is not a very good weapon, because 1, the chains are going to come off, and 2, the handle isn't very far from the balls, so there's a huge chance that you're going to get hit too. Yeah. Wow. That's crazy. All right. That is the magic item for this week. So, for me, myself, and I, mahalo, and have a great day. Again, thank you for listening to Magic Monday. You can find us on southgatemediagroup.com. You can follow The Kevin Long Show on Facebook at The Kevin Long Show. Also, on Twitter at TheKevinLongSH1. Or you can email the show at thekevinlongshow@gmail.com.